Alright, let's get into it. Today we're covering the top 7 key facts about the FIFA World Cup. Welcome to Cliff Notes 7 to Know. I'm Cliff Notes, and you'll learn 7 facts about the FIFA World Cup. Kick off your knowledge with these fascinating FIFA facts. Fact number 1. FIFA established the World Cup with the first tournament in 1930, hosted by Uruguay, and Uruguay won it. Here's the deal. Uruguay had just dominated the 1924 and 1928 Olympic tournaments. They were celebrating the centenary of independence, and they were willing to help fund travel when transatlantic trips were tough. That first month in Montevideo launched the modern era of global national team football. Test question. Which country hosted and won the first World Cup in 1930? Correct answer, Uruguay. Memory aid. Think Uruguay 1930, the inaugural show. Alright, next up, fact number 2. The World Cup is the most watched sporting event globally, regularly engaging billions of people. In simpler terms, nothing pulls in a worldwide audience like this tournament. FIFA estimated about 3.6 billion engaged in 2018, around 5 billion interacted in 2022, and roughly 1.5 billion watched the 2022 final. Test question. What is the most watched sporting event globally? Correct answer, the World Cup. Memory aid. World Cup wins the Viewers' Cup. Now, let's shift gears to fact number 3. Brazil holds the record for the most titles and is the only nation to have played in every World Cup. What matters most here is consistency. From their first crown in 1958 to 5 total titles, Brazil's pipeline of talent and style kept them ever present on the world's biggest stage. Test question. Which nation has played in every World Cup? Correct answer, Brazil. Memory aid. Brazil never misses the World Cup thrill. On to fact number 4. The tournament expanded from 16 to 24 teams in 1982 to 32 teams in 1998, and it moves to 48 teams starting in 2026. Here's the key point. Expansion opened doors for emerging football nations and balanced representation across confederations. In 2026, it will be a tri-nation edition hosted by Canada, Mexico, and the United States. Test question. In which year did the World Cup expand to 32 teams? Correct answer, 1998. Memory aid. In 98, the field was great, 32 teams at the gate. Alright then, fact number 5. European and South American teams have dominated the tournament's later stages and titles. Think about it this way. Deep football infrastructures, strong domestic leagues, and youth development have compounded advantages over decades, and every champion so far has come from one of these 2 continents. Test question. Which continents have historically dominated the World Cup? Correct answer. Europe and South America. Memory aid. Europe and South America, the World Cup's powerhouses. Let's keep it going with fact number 6. The Jules Rimet Trophy, awarded from 1930 to 1970, was kept by Brazil after their 3rd win, and it was later stolen and never recovered. A new World Cup trophy has been used since 1974. Here's where it gets interesting. Today, winners receive a gold-plated replica, and the current trophy is kept under tight security, partly because of that theft. Test question. What happened to the Jules Rimet Trophy after being kept by Brazil? Correct answer, it was stolen. Memory aid. Stolen away, the trophy couldn't stay. Now listen, fact number 7. The 2015 FIFA corruption scandal led to dozens of indictments, high-profile arrests, and the postponement of parts of the hosting bid process. From a practical angle, those revelations about media, marketing, and bidding practices triggered leadership changes and reform promises across FIFA. Test question. What major event in 2015 led to FIFA governance reforms? Correct answer, a corruption scandal. Memory aid. 2015. FIFA's scandalous scene. Quick recap time. Short and sharp. Fact number 1. Which country hosted and won the first World Cup in 1930? Correct answer, Uruguay. Fact number 2. What is the most watched sporting event globally? Correct answer, the World Cup. Fact number 3. Which nation has played in every World Cup? Correct answer, Brazil. Fact number 4. In which year did the World Cup expand to 32 teams? Correct answer, 1998. Fact number 5. Which continents have historically dominated the World Cup? Correct answer, Europe and South America. Fact number 6. What happened to the Jules Rimet trophy after being kept by Brazil? Correct answer, it was stolen. Fact number 7. What major event in 2015 led to FIFA governance reforms? Correct answer, a corruption scandal. You've got the top 7 facts down. With these key details, you're more than ready to ace that exam. Stay focused, trust your prep, and knock it out of the park. That's it for today. Let that sink in and keep this fresh in your mind.